Good day, everybody. Thanks for joining us again with Trails in the Sky. The second chapter, we are up here on the Sanktheim Gate, investigating another earthquake incident. Still, no one hurt, but now things are getting knocked over and stuff, so it's getting a little scary. So yeah, last time on our adventures, we went to the Wolf Fort at last, after our long series of little side quests we were doing there. I say long, but it was the typical length, typical kind of set-aside quest, really, so nothing too crazy, really. We went to Wolf Fort to investigate the sitch there, where we asked around, and we seemed to get a lead on an Ouroboros guy, some kind of mysterious dude with sunglasses and a trench coat. Actually, I don't remember if it was a trench coat. I think it was a guy with a coat, some kind of coat, though. Let's see. We got all this intel here. Yeah, a mysterious guy with sunglasses was there, and then kind of vanished, like a day before the quake happened at Wolf Fort. I could swear there was something about a coat, but I might be wrong about that. I guess the sunglasses are the defining feature in this setting where, sunglasses are not a common thing, so sure. Well, we had done that, and we were about to head back to report at the guild when news came in at the Wolf Fort that Sanktheim Gate had also been hit by an earthquake. Quick look at the map here. Wolf Fort was on the border, on the road to the border to Kalvard, while Sanktheim Gate was the one on the big wall encircling the capital of Gransel. So, yeah. And it turns out the sunglasses guy was here too when we asked around a bunch of people. Like, the maid here had sighted sunglasses dude here as well, so yeah. And that's about everything we got done last time. Turns out we didn't get a whole lot done, really progress-wise, but it sure took a while to explore and investigate everything. It's fine, no worries. So, yeah. Now we gotta be heading back to the guild and report in. The game was kind enough... Sorry, I'm looking up let's report to the guild, yeah. The game was kind enough to fast travel us from Wolf Fort to Sanktheim, so we saved a little bit on travel time there. But now we do need to hoof it back to Zeiss on foot. I was a little bit prepped that we were going to get hit with some kind of, cutscene there as we were trying to leave, but apparently not. Can't catch him. Oh yes, also definitely worth noting, outside of just combat progress. Oh wow, okay, nice. We might be a little ahead of level for these guys now, you guys, because those guys kind of melted. It was a crit, but still. Anyway, yes, a notable thing in progress, we have unlocked the first Chain 2. That's Olivier who can do that now, and gotta say, now that damage is piling up. When you can manage to pull that off, 3 people doing damage, and I'm a little unclear, I admit, the multiplier here, the attack power multiplier, which is bigger depending on how many people are participating. I'm still unclear on, is that everybody in the chain, or is it it's a bigger multiplier the further you are down the chain. I can't tell for sure. That counts as a surprise attack. I was almost facing that guy. Okay, fine. Come on, then. What are you guys called? War Mantis. Whoa. Keep running in the middle of enemies and they push them all away like this. It doesn't matter, another crit and I got that easy kill there, but I should try to angle Estelle in a way that she at least pushes enemies in the same direction, so that further AoEs can possibly land easier. I don't know. But I like running in the middle of everybody and just going nuts there, so that's fun as a visual and, fits the vibe, so... Hold on, I got really turned around now. Wait. Wow. Okay, I don't know how the camera was facing, but for some reason, me running up to this quarter here, I was staring at the map and staring at my running around, and like it really messed me up. Like I was completely disoriented for a minute there. That felt crazy. Usually I can have a pretty good idea of where we are on the map normally, so that like actually kind of freaked me out a little bit. Ah, darn it. Of course you put Olivier to sleep when I could try and pull off that lovely chain. Yeah, well. Okay, so if I remember correctly, this sheep is, yeah, 4,000 health. This sheep is kinda nuts. A sheep that wants to be happy. Uses kung fu to beat up others in pursuit of happiness. Life goals, my sheepy friend, I guess. Nah, just chain 1 just does not get the results I want, but this should. Yeah. No! Well, why did I hit that guy? I could have hit the mantis and avoided. Well, in a weird way that worked out because now Olivier woke up, so yeah. Huh. Alright, let's check out that chain right now, because... we actually can do that. So, and the area is big enough.
Your aid, please!
Oh yeah, that's huge. That was like at least 2,000 damage, right? Yes, over, because we took that pink sheep down real good. So, good stuff. Alright, let's save on points for a bit. Like, oh my god, especially with that crit. Good heavens. Whoa. I see now where all that kung fu is coming from, right? Okay, I feel ya.
Take that!
Well fought.
Enjoy the show.
Yeah, no leveled ups for a while now. Yeah, everyone's kinda... Yeah, I got a bunch last time, so everyone's pretty even keel on that front. It's fine, that's fine. A lone cobra. Ooh. Okay. Give me just a second, everybody. We will clean this up real quick, like. Man, this cobra started from far away. Okay. Kinda hoping we just kill it so no one would get hit, but doesn't always work out. So I do hope we get to see the sunglasses guy. I do wonder, because I'm like trying to figure out like who he could be a you know, counterpart to. Because like Olivier was set up as a rival with Bleu Blanc, but this like cool dude, sunglasses dude, I'm not sure how that works out. So I'm not sure who that could really fit as a counter to. So I don't know, but we'll see. Yeah, I do still wonder, maybe we're not even doing that. Maybe it's just Olivier and Bleu Blanc, and the other Ouroboros guys aren't gonna be, you know, you know, there won't be one-to-one Ouroboros enforcers per hero in this game, maybe. I don't know. But we do know that there is a fair amount of them. I don't remember what number. Was it like 10? Was Bleu Blanc number 10? So it does sound like there could be enough guides to act as a you know, counter to all of our party members. We don't have 10 people in our party, so we have like hold on. I'm counting in my head. 8 if you count Kevin, who's been introduced in this game, right? I think it gets up to 8. I'm pretty sure. Ah, well. Anyway, look at that. It's Tita and Professor, so very good. I'm very glad to see these fellas again. Tita! Professor! What are you doing here? Oh, Estelle! Hi! Ah! Perfect timing! We're done investigating the earthquakes, but, what are those machines there?
Good of you to ask, my dear. These are the little things I promised you earlier.
We can get to that in a moment. First, you did, I assume, investigate the Sanctheim Gate earthquake. I'd like to hear what you discovered both there and at the Wolf Fort.
Right, okay, so... Give me just a second, everybody, sorry. Right, sorry about that small cut there. Yeah, had to really quickly step off, my bad. Wish we didn't have those here, but so it goes. Right, Estelle reported what they had learned at the fort and the gate.
So the earthquakes grow stronger with each occurrence, eh? This is quite serious. Assuming the rate of growth you describe is constant.
Yeah. One even stronger than the Sanctheim one hitting the city would be really, really bad. And the man in sunglasses seen at both locations. I would say it is all but certain that man is an agent of Ouroboros.
Someone in town saw him too, huh?
Yes. Mr. Murdoch heard a report of a man matching that description while collecting information in the city for us. It seems he's also made an appearance in Zeiss. Given that, I think helping Professor Russell with his experiment is in our best interest.
Ah, I see.
Those devices the professor brought will let us fight back with the power of science,
Precisely so. These are septium vein measuring instruments I developed years ago. When placed properly on the ground, they can monitor the flow of a septium vein in real time.
Septium, I know I always ask these questions, but, what's a septium vein?
They're huge veins of septium ore that run deep beneath the surface of the earth. The energy flowing along them slowly moves the surface. In the past, they were referred to as both earth veins and spirit veins, and I believe in the East they're called the dragon veins.
Right, sorry, damn it, another cut there. Wow, I think I picked a bad day to try to record today. I don't know what's going on. Oh man, if there's another interruption, oh boy.
Very knowledgeable, just so. The peoples of the East have built their greatest cities on places where dragon veins converge since time immemorial.
Oh right, because Kilika is supposed to be somebody from the far to the east from Calvard. Right, so that's why she would know about this subject.
The ideal has always been to gather the energy of the land and use it to give strength to the nation.
Ah, okay then. I learned something.
So these devices can stop earthquakes, then?
No, I'm afraid not. These will only monitor the flows passively. However, one leading theory is that earthquakes are caused in part by septium vein flows bending the earth. If we monitor the veins, therefore, we may be able to discover something about what's causing these blasted quakes.
I see. That means we need to make sure to set these up before another earthquake occurs.
Given that you brought 3 devices, I take it you have 3 spots in mind, Professor?
I do. Take a look at the map.
Alright, don't mind if I do.
So, I need you kids to set these up in 3 locations in this region. Firstly, on the northern Trat Plains, where the stone circle is specifically.
Oh, is that the little side area thing that I mentioned last episode? Weird hidden spot? Okay.
Next, smack dab in the middle of the Caldia Tunnel. From here, it's near the first bridge.
Alright, we did that a couple episodes ago when we went hunting after the whale frog, so yeah, also doable.
And finally, in front of Reichten Fortress. Here, here, and here. That's where I need you to place the devices.
Ah, look at that triangulation. Zeiss is, well, not quite in the middle, but, you know. Okay, I've got all that down. So do we just need to set them on the ground?
I'm afraid it isn't quite that easy. You'll need to insert the sensor needle into the ground at the right angle, and also tune the antenna.
An antenna? A transmission device, you mean? So these devices will transmit the information gathered to another location?
Ah, you're sharp. The antenna will send the data to our calculating augment, the Capel, so we can easily analyze the septium veins' movements. With the Capel, we can monitor all 3 locations at once.
That sounds pretty cool, I guess. You'll be coming with us to help set this stuff up, Professor?
No, I need to prepare the Capel for all this. Tita knows what to do. She can go with you.
Hell yeah, I was kind of feeling like, okay, are we like at the halfway point of this chapter adventure? If we are, then would Tita perhaps be joining us in the party once more? Sounds like it.
Hee hee! Oh, I get to work with Estelle again!
Alrighty, Tita's worth her weight in Mira anyway. You don't mind, right, Shara? Not at all. Welcome aboard, Tita. Oh, that's cool. You could have maybe thought that Shara might be the, adult in the room and be like, maybe we shouldn't take this kid on, let's not take this child on this possibly dangerous mission because Ouroboros might be involved. Or, just monsters out on the plains and stuff. But, I guess she's like, you know what? She helped us out in the big fight at the end of first chapter. She carries around a cannon and a minigun. I think we're good. So, yeah, why not?
Thanks, Mrs. Shara.
Well then, I need to start tuning the Capel. Once you've placed all the measuring instruments, head to the operations room in the central factory.
Will do.
Work hard, Grandpa.
So, we need to get all these set up before the next earthquake. Let's get to it. Before that, coordinating a group this large would be a little difficult. We should leave someone here in reserve while the rest of us handle the mission. Your combat party may only be made up of 4 people. From here on out, when the time comes to form a party, you may choose members aside from any story-mandated members. Well. Alright. Right, so we need to have Tita, which... that's really cute. They gave her like a little blushing pose there for whatever reason. Very funny. Oh, that's fun. They actually tell you what the character is like good at. Olivier has superior range and powerful arts, not limited by lines. No. Chloe, expert at recovery arts, possesses useful support crafts. Yeah. Well, it's not just that, recovery benefits are huge. Chloe's also a level behind, so I kind of want to level her up. If I want to do the boring, let's try to keep everybody even leveled thing. So I guess we're bringing in Chloe. But yeah, I'm not actually super surprised that we get hit with this. It's about time, yeah? Because, unlike previous game where the game kind of contrived to set up the plot in a way that you'd only ever have 4 party members at max. In this game, as you can see, we're building up a party, since Olivier and Chloe stuck around after our Rouen adventures. They did not peace out, for later. So, we've got to do this classic party building, assembling thing from RPGs to, as our gang grows here. And that's fine. I'm not sure the explanation was super great about, we can't coordinate this many people, but whatever, I'm fine with it. It's not a tactical game where you can have, dozens of people on the field. Not a tactical RPG, so whatever, I'll accept that explanation.
Great.
Let's go. It's kind of fun, though. Get the little voice cue there.
Great.
Yeah, right. Well then, I shall while away my time upstairs. Should you require a genius's help, you need but say the word. And there he's off. Yeah, okay, well now I feel a little bit bad. That's the only problem, is it would have been nice to have everybody here, to hear everybody's thoughts. No, but honestly, you know what? I've talked about this. Nowadays, all RPGs always have your characters always hanging out there. And that means that you kind of lose out on the fun of like having like special dialogue depending on who you bring to a scene. Like if you think about like the 3 Final Fantasies on the PlayStation 1, which don't have voice dialogue yet, and like, you know, you kind of have like different dialogue depending on who is in your active party and reacting to moments, and I think that also adds a little bit to the fun of the game. Now nowadays, because of I guess voice acting, you know, Final Fantasy X had voice acting, and apropos also had everybody there all the time basically, outside from like mandated story moments. Now you lose a little bit of that, like, well, let's see what you get by what you assemble your party with, you know, like you lose out a little bit on that. So this is a nice nostalgia bomb in this sense, that we get to have this like moment of like, well, depends on who you have in your party to see what kind of interactions you get, you know? At least I hope that's the case, you know? So in that sense, yeah, I guess I'm not doing too bad that Olivier is sitting it out. So, yeah, alright. And also, you know, poor Olivier. I don't hate the guy, but like, you know, I find his foppishness is mainly amusing, but yeah, I'm gonna have to let him sit this one out, so yeah. Anyway, reserve party members will be on the 2nd floor of the local guild house. By speaking with them, you may swap them out with any party members who aren't mandatory. This should be okay then. Let's see. So we need to set up instruments in the tunnel, on the North Plains, and in front of Lyston Fortress. Is there any order we should tackle that in? I shall leave that to your judgment. I will, however, contact Lyston ahead of you. If we explain our circumstances, I cannot imagine they will take issue with our gathering data in front of their gate. That's a really good point. Otherwise, it would be super weird that we come in front of this military installation and start like doing diggings and excavations and setting up weird machinery. That would come off as incredibly sketchy. So yeah, let's clear that with them. Yeah, good idea. Away we go then. Tita, sweetie, we're counting on you.
I'll do my best.
Very good. Let's take a look at Tita's setup real quick before we head on here. Also her new character model, because everybody gets these fun new character arts. Tita's new one. Okay, well, I actually don't remember. That actually is kind of how I remember her character art from the previous game as well. So I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up what the design was like previously, but... right, so she's got a fiber vest. Oh, we could give her the Genus blouse. That actually is a better outfit. Very good. And do we have better shoes? Yes, we do. We have fiber boots. Do we have anything we could expand? We got the Sapphire Talisman to make her attack and defense water-based, but I don't think so. Her EP is kind of low compared to everybody else. I think I need to swing by and start upgrading her orbaments a little bit. Yeah, they're all level 1. What else could we do here? She's rocking fire and golden here, so... Oh, neat. So this one's... If I put one of these on her, she's kind of doubling a little bit with Estelle's flow, because they're both air and fire. But that's also story-wise kind of appropriate, because... Tita is kind of like, you know, looking up to Estelle as a big sister character, so, like, this is a little bit on brand for her, so we're just gonna do that, yeah? I'm actually pretty okay with that, so, yeah. Hold on, just remove that real quickly. Only Space Quartz, that's a fascinating selection of, like, what's available, you know? That's kind of interesting. And darn, I couldn't get any like white element ones there. Ah well. Yeah. Also, we should check up any possible extra gear for her from here real quick. Oh, you know what I should also do? You guys were thinking I'd make progress in the main game, but you're wrong. Ooh, let's get the enhanced jacket. And fiber boots we already have on her. Yeah, never mind the genius blouse. Let's just put this this on her. Now, I don't quite remember her moves. She's got smoke cannon, which I think puts blind on enemies. What was vital cannon though? Don't remember, but whatever. Put that enhanced jacket on. We lose out on those other stats, of course, but I'm getting a boring defense boost there, so whatever. Yeah. Let's go see if we can unlock some Orbiment slots for her. That'll increase her EP stat, which would be handy. But, yeah. Very good to have her here. I remember she was a very fun character, so I'm very glad to have her on the team. Okay. So I kind of want to go down this... Well, first of all, we want to win the center one. That's the obvious one. There we go. I kind of want to upgrade this blue track first because there's the most potential for a chain there. You know, we can get a chain of 4 going. So we're just going to do that, and that's all she wrote. Very good. That's fine. We need some wind gems. But, like, you know, you can see what I'm talking about. Like, we can build up to, like, a bigger chain with the bigger arts on that path. It wouldn't really help me a ton to open up the route, that one nubby there to the left, you know? This one, like, then it'd be like, okay, great. Can't build off on anything super fancy there. But, yeah, let's see. Don't have any other... Maybe we could... Okay, skip the dialogue there. Sorry, everybody. Can I make any new quartzes? 4. You know, some bigger tier quartzes. And why can't I tell anywhere anymore, like, which one the requirements were? You know, I can't see... Well, it's a problem. I would have really liked one of these wind ones for her to swap into that wind 2 slot, but they're just not there right now. I can't see, like, where the marking is, like, which, like, do you need level 1 or level 2 slot? I don't remember where you see that requirement anymore. I'm blind. I feel helpless. Oh, no. Anyway, yeah, I would have really wanted a wind slot for her to put there, you know, to increase. But I can't synthesize any of those. Oh, well, she'll just have to be a little low on those, then, for now. I guess. Whatever. The real thing was increasing her EP stock by, you know, by opening up the slots, so that's good.